What's up, YouTube? What's up? It's your boy Chilom. I think I'm chatted up with y'all a little bit. I'm gonna start posting more videos again. You know, just some things that's been on my mind when I holler at you about. But one thing is being neighborly. I think being neighborly is something that's lost on a lot of people out here. You know, especially when it comes to things like you know cleanliness, tossing trash, parking spots, things of that nature. Especially when you're living on the block, say like, one side of the street, be under development and there's no parking spots. You know, when guests come, the guests should, park on that side of the street, not park in front of, people houses. We're paying a lot of money out here on these houses, on these taxes, et cetera, et cetera. And, especially on blocks, there's not a lot of people. It shouldn't be a problem to have your parking spot. You know, most of the times I park my cars on my property. I park a couple of them on the street. But I like to have my spot in front of my house. My neighbor had a spot in front of their house. The other people spot in front of your house. We all got opposite side of our street is completely clear. And so guess should probably park over there. Why would a person have to walk 3 or 4 houses away just to get home when it's just things to be neighborly. And that's something I think that's not done. At least in all my time, I've never seen much neighborliness in a lot of AA neighborhoods. Majority of my life was living in AA neighborhoods. I spent time in white neighborhoods and Arab neighborhoods, and it's totally different. It's totally different. Even when it comes to the cleanliness, like you drive through one of the SA neighborhoods or something like that, Southwest side, you don't see a lot of trash out, a lot of raggediness, or none of that. Even though them guys are banging loud and everything that everybody else is doing, but they blocks be clean. But over here, in our hoods, no matter what neighborhood I go through, it's not like that unless, of course, the medium income level is higher. In areas where, or the neighborhood or the block is a working class family block, where I say everybody is probably making over $50,000 a year, I think they look at things a lot differently. But when you're in these neighborhoods where cats barely getting anything, getting 20,000, 10,000, I think they don't be caring. Because I see cats sit up and they'll have a house and they'll eat and throw everything on the ground and walk right in the house. And then, people like me gotta wait for the wind to come and blow it down the street, or the city to come cleaning, which they never do. Oh, we just gotta wait till the neighborhood guy come around and, okay, here you go, man. Yeah, here, cool. We go $5. Go clean all this trash up, man, around here. We tired of looking at it. I even had to get on one of the main property owners on the block. This company has a lot of lots and it stays nasty. I'm like, even though y'all not the one that messes it up, y'all should be responsible for keeping it clean. If you don't want it to get trashed up like that, then put a fence around it so the trash wouldn't blow over there, but it just blows up the block, down the block. And it just, it's ridiculous from my point of view. So it's just something that, it's getting out of hand out here. But definitely with these parking spots. So then, especially when you got, people that'll bypass parking spots to make sure that their people has a place to park, and they'll come take your spot. This is no different from Dibs. And streets it's free parking out here. The streets is free. Yeah, I get all that. But yeah, that's definitely being a play if the whole block was residable. If it was people living in every house on both sides of the streets, there's nowhere in the world, that'll be able to happen. But in instances where that's not the case, that's a little bit different, you know, especially houses like mine now. And I'm hearing, hey, we can get um X amount of people, technically 10 people to agree, and then we can go ahead and get set parking. We can have set parking and things like that. I'm just looking at a car driving by. Excuse me. And that's something easy to do, but it's ridiculous, especially when there's probably 20 total houses on the entire block. So that gives you an idea how many vacant lots is on the block. Yeah, I own a couple of the vacant lots, but I keep mine clean. They stay clean, not a bit of trash on them, nowhere. But when you have stuff like that, you know, the houses where the people live at, they should have their parking spots. And any neighbor should make it that way. And that's normally how the neighbors are around here, They say, hey, move your car, woo, woo, woo. But it just, it can start getting more and more ridiculous when you're seeing yourself having to park 3 or 4 houses down, you know, clearly, when a person could have kept the space open. And then when you have the opposite side of the street, it's completely clear. Why should I have to walk across the street? I don't live on the block. You don't. You're the neighbor. You're coming to visit. You park on the other side of the street. Walk on over. Keep the miscommunication down. Tell me what y'all think about it. I'm doing a little rambling on it. It's just the shit was pissing me off, so I had to speak on it a bit. I'm gonna touch on some other things. But let me know what y'all think about it in the comments.